Hello, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood electrician, and today we are going to show you how to run wires from your attic to your crawl space without having to cut extra holes in your walls. So let's get started. The tools that we're going to need are gloves to protect our hands, wire strippers, electrical tape, our drill. We have jack chain, which we're going to use to send down the wall in a gravity feed, and then Samson insulation brackets, which are great for making tiny little holes that you can't see after the fact. So the first step in fishing wires from an attic to a crawl space is finding a good interior wall that you know has both attic above and crawl space below. I've chosen this wall. I've already done some preliminary research, and I know from adding this smoke detector box here that I have a good wall that I'm going to go ahead and try to drill through. So I'm going to take the insulation brackets to identify up above and down below the wall section that I'm going through. I'm going to go between the trim and the wall. Put one bracket there. And one bracket there. And now we'll go up to the attic and we'll see where that insulation rod pops up. So I'm up in the attic now, and I've located the insulation rod coming through right here. And when I peel back the insulation in this area, I'll see that there is blocking here and here over the top of the wall to allow for sheetrocking and whatnot. So I know that I have at least an inch of wood, because this is an old lath house, and then I have a 3.5 inch stud wall, which is going to be in this general area right here, and then I'll have a wood lath on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and take my drill now, and I'm going to drill down behind the insulation bracket into the wall. And now I have a hole into the wall cavity. And now we will take everything down to the crawl space, and we will do the same thing going. So I'm in the crawl space now, and I've located my rod coming through. Now I know that I have the 1 inch of lath on the wall upstairs before I get into my wall cavity. Yet this ended up being pretty close to this joist right here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to the other side of the joist and drill up at a slight angle, and that'll get me centered in the wall cavity. And now I've drilled my holes, so you can see my insulation bracket right there, and I drilled myself a nice hole right in line with that. And now we're gonna go drop the chain. So I'm back in the attic now, and I left the light down in the crawl space so that I could see if the wall actually has a good cavity with no blocking in it. And as you can see the light down in the crawl space shining up through the hole. So now we're going to go ahead, take the jack chain, which we know we've got a 10-foot wall, we'll do about 12 feet of jack chain. We'll use the jack chain to gravity feed down the wall from the upper hole to the lower hole. I'm back in the crawl space once again, and as you can see, the jack chain has made its way down perfectly to the lower hole. So now all I got to do is hook the wires and send them up. So I'm back in the attic one last time to finish this wire pull, and I'll take my chain, and there I have both the wire that I intended to fish and a pull string, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to add more wire to this hole in the future. So now I have my wire ran from my hole over to my smoke detector so that I can power that up. I have my future string for when I need to get another hole from the attic to the crawl space. And now it's time to go make up some boxes and heat up my smoke detector. And that is how we get wires from the attic to the crawl space without having to drill extra holes in the walls. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, make suggestions on other videos that we can do in the future, and I will do my best to accommodate. Have a great day.